What's going on, everybody? Your boy Forexfunded coming at you with another weekly analysis for this upcoming week. What is it? It's August 25th, 2025. As always, links in the description. Our free Discord room in the description, Instagram, the broker we use, all those good things. So, jumping right into it. Last week with our FOMC minutes, not FOMC minutes, with our Powell speech, he hinted at the fact that we probably will see some rate cuts, which we've been expecting rate cuts in September. What that means for gold is we're going to be expecting further bullish prices. We can see last week we ended up protecting our 1335 midpoint magnet after pulling back from this bullish leg. We held on to 61%. We did end up breaking it a little bit more than I would have liked, and I was expecting further downside, but then we had this big day, and then the FOMC statement, or the Powell statement. So with that being said, I am going to be expecting further bullish price for next week. Probably going to touch 34.15. However, I will say this bull flag pattern, if you look at it, from this high and this low, everything else has been consolidation price. So this is a lower high, this is a higher low, lower high, higher low. So if the theme is going to continue with that until we have the rate cut, we want to take a look at where 78% is, which is this box that I have here at 33.88. So there's a chance, we tap 33.88 area and then fall to leave another higher low. That's why I have this box right here, and it's something that we do need to consider. Jumping down to a lower time frame, this is our big $40 candle when we had the first Powell speech. Basically, all I'm going to be looking for market open is to see what happens. Are they going to just expedite price up straight from open, or are we going to receive the pullback first? As always, you guys know I'll be on the lookout for a golden zone pullback, and then to take price up towards 33.94. As I mentioned, that my main target for the week is going to be 34.15. That's crazy. I do have an ad blocker on. But yeah, 34.15 main target for the week. Overall, whenever interest rates do get cut, I am going to be expecting us to take a new all-time high, breaking 3,500 and coming to 35.75. Getting into it real quickly. So this pullback that we had, it was hugging of the 4 hour. I'm sorry, not the 4 hour. It was hugging 61%, right? Hugged 61, hugged 61, broke 61, right? Now, I know some people are going to be like, oh, how could I have taken advantage of this if I wasn't, either buying the 61 with the stop below 78? Well, that answer is very easy. You just look for a break of structure, right? So right here is your prior lower highs. This green line, that was your prior lower highs, and then you broke it with a nice bullish candle. Your entry would have been the following candle, which happened to be 15 minutes before the news, which is why I didn't take it. I don't trade news. To me, it could have very easily been a $40 candle to the downside, but that's all you would have looked for, and you can see that type of thing happen on a lot of bottoms, right? So I'm not going to get into what this pulled back to, but you could have done the same thing here. You could have said, okay, well, these are my lower highs right here. Remember how I said we had a nice bullish body above it? I look for the bodies, right? This wick above it didn't do anything. Technically, you could have bought here. It would have been here, actually, but the close would have had you not buying. Hopefully, you could have bought here, stop below the low would have been fine. But what the smart thing to do is wait for the body above it, right? You would have waited for this body above it. You would have bought the next candle, stop below the lows, and then you would have just targeted whatever your strategy tells you, right? It's not always going to work, but when you do come to a reversal area, it is very common to see that. Same with kind of like right here, structure, you broke. Technically, you're going to fall lower. How low, you don't know. If you're a counter trend trader, I don't know. But yeah, you know, just a little tip and trick for you guys. Same kind of thing over here, but it didn't really happen perfectly, right? This wouldn't have been the best example because you can see your lower high is there's a lot of pips. So when you break it, your stop's going to be down here too low. So that's somewhere where, you know, pulling up a fib would have made a lot more sense, and you would have seen that you're hugging 50 and 61 with your stop below 78 would have been fine. But yeah, just a little an extra tip and trick for you guys. But as always, like I mentioned, I will be looking for either market to basically gap down a little bit and then to attack our, we'll call it 33.50 to 33.43 area. Or what happens, maybe we get a little gap to the upside, or just we extend this and we have to fix it a bit. As long as we don't just start running away with price, you know, this fib will still work, right? We might have to adjust it, you know, but say, for instance, say market opens up and we end up all the way near 3,400 before there's a pullback, then it might look a little wonky. We might have to really, you know, make a shorter term analysis for what might happen. But as always, you know, if you're looking for those updates from myself, just join the Discord. It's free, and you'll get all my updates there. But hope you guys all had a good weekend. Hope you guys have a good week in the market, and I hope to see you guys soon.